What's up, everybody? My name is Jeremy Jones and I am back with another video. Today I'm talking my weekly sneaker rotation, so stay tuned.
Got a lot of things changing in my life. Hoping one day I'ma get it all right. Brother is engaged, about to start a new life. Yeah, I haven't had a chill day. Really wanna vibe, appreciate the moments. I've been creating, not scrolling. Mom and dad still supporting.
Alright, man, I'm back with another video, man. Before I get too deep into this video, y'all already know what to do. Go and hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. And if you know, consider subscribing. I made content about sneakers. Alright, so let's dive into today's video. Just like I said in the intro, man, I am back with another weekly sneaker rotation. Now, this should be week 66 to the best of my knowledge. And if I'm wrong, feel free to correct the kid down in the comment section. Now, y'all already know I started this series off at the beginning of the year in 2023. And here we are, week 66, right? Okay, so I'm going to keep the numbers moving forward. Now, if you do want to get a sneak peek of what I'm wearing throughout the week, sign up for that sold out Discord. The link is pinned at the top of the comment section, and it is free to sign up. Got a little bit of everything over there, more than sneakers as well. A little bit of food section, a lounge, and music section as well. But mostly dominantly sneakers. Pretty much, if I can't put the content out in time here on YouTube, it will be in that sold out Discord 9 times out of 10, right? Okay, again, free to sign up. But enough rambling, man. Let's get into this weekly sneaker rotation. I've actually gotten looking forward to making these, and I appreciate everybody that's signing off in the comment section on this. But other than that, man, y'all know I end things off on a Friday, then pick right back up on Saturday. So starting off this Saturday, the kid had to go to the chop shop, and I was definitely long overdue, right? Okay. But the barber was out of town the previous week, so we're here, man. So pretty much Saturday, the kid stepped in none other than the Air Jordan 1, and these are the shattered backboard joints right here, right? Okay, as you can tell, I wear my sneakers, but one thing I like about this shoe, and the inside of it actually is like got actually shattered glass inside of this. I don't know if this camera's gonna do this any type of justice whatsoever, but this is the shoe that he wore when he shattered the backboard in these guys right here, no pun intended. And I think right here, the colorway, it's not the actual shoe that he wore, right? This is not the shoe that he actually shattered the backboard in. This is the color of the jersey that is inspired off of that, right? Okay. I think a lot of people get that misconstrued, right? Okay. And if I'm wrong, feel free to correct the kid down in the comment section. I'm almost positive. And you look up what he shattered the backboard in, what jersey he was wearing, it was pretty much like an orange colorway, right? Okay. But I don't believe these were actually out at the time. But that's what inspired this sneaker. Arguably one of my favorite shoes in my collection, and I didn't catch a W back in the day, so the kid had to pay resale on these, and yes, I had to come off the hip with the chips, but it was totally freaking worth it, man. Arguably one of my favorite shoes in my collection. Probably should be saving this around sometime in Halloween, like October time frame, but hey, whatever it is, man. We got all these shoes, man. You might as well wear them and get your fits together, and that's just how I look at it. But this was my Saturday shoe, was the Air Jordan 1, and this is shattered backboard. Cool, now we're gonna move right along on to Sunday. Sunday, I try my very, very best to do absolutely, positively nothing, if that makes sense. Like, honestly, I wanna sleep in, I wanna relax. I don't wanna go anywhere. So pretty much y'all know what that means. When I'm at the crib, pretty much I'm in my handy dandy, none other than the YEEZY slides for Sunday. Now this is a pure colorway. These joints have, yes, you might as well say I probably tried to ball on these guys. No, I haven't. I've just worn them a lot, right? Okay, and yes, I continue to buy more slides because when these joints finally go, or I finally just decided like, hey, you've done whatever you can do to these, now I'll move on to the next show. But these joints super duper comfortable, super duper broken in, and yeah, I will say this. The only thing I will say about this, that the beginning the sizing wasn't right, but I think Adidas have finally, well, I'm not gonna say finally, but that's one of the arguments we can always say about Adidas that's been an issue. Can you guys please get your sizing right on these? But again, they always tell you to go a full size up from what you normally wear, just in case if you haven't bought your pair of YEEZY slides, which seems to be sitting on the confirmed app now, and I'm not gonna go the whole rigmarole about why or what and all that. We already touched that on the lives and probably will touch it again in the future. But this was my Sunday shoe, was a YEEZY slide pure. Cool, now we're gonna move right along on to Monday. Y'all know I work a full-time job, right? Okay, so pretty much this week pretty much called for a lot of rain. So y'all about to see probably some patent leather in here, but we're gonna kick it off on Monday. The kid stepped in none other than the Nike SB, and this is the Paul Rodriguez joints, or the P-Rods. This is not a Nike SB Dunk. This is just a Nike SB, right? Okay. And these are the Paul Rodriguez. This is a true blue colorway, arguably one of my favorite shoes in my collection. You guys already know that. At the aging of this shoe, which I think it was produced in 2009, but don't quote me on that. I'm just glad it's not falling apart. But one of the keys to success to making a shoe not fall apart is actively wearing your shoes. That's why y'all see me try to grab. I know some weeks y'all probably like, yo, you're so random and all over the place when you choose your shoe. Yes, I am. I don't pick this stuff up early. Like literally, I grab this stuff up in the morning. Like I don't think about it the night before. I literally see what I'm gonna wear, go to my sneaker room, grab these guys, and go forward with these. But anyway, this is my pretty much childhood like sneaker that I always wanted. Now y'all know I did get the black and red or the black cement P-Rod joints, but these had to come along with it too, because y'all know I had that same energy whenever it comes to the threes, you know what I'm saying? So it was only right that if I knew they were gonna make a skateboarding version, as y'all know I used to skateboard back in the day, it's only right that I picked these up. But anyway, this was my Monday shoe, was a Nike SB P-Rod True Blue. Cool, now we're gonna move right along on to Tuesday. Now it was actively raining whenever I went into work, so y'all know I had to bring in none under the patent leather. So pretty much that's a hint right there. So pretty much for Tuesday, the kid stepped in, and I feel like this is the Air Jordan 11, and it's to win like what, 86s. I will say this, I think that's the correct number. If not, I'll correct myself on the screen. But pretty much these red joints, y'all know I'm a sucker for red. And I said, my previous coworker have said also, like they feel like this is arguably one of my favorite shoes in my collection as well. But it's really not, it really based on the weather with these guys. And I know that I had contemplating, and I had told Dunks, and I know I've told you guys during the live multiple times that I had contemplating at selling these guys, man. But I'm glad I didn't, because honestly, it's nothing wrong with having a whole bunch of heat. But if you're like in the position I'm in where you like to actually wear your shoes, you want to have some stuff that you're not afraid to get wet or mess up. And this is what this shoe is. It's dope, and it's like when it gets wet, oh well, you're good. You're not gonna cry about it. So this pretty much was my Tuesday shoe, was the Air Jordan 11 Win Like 96s. Or is it, yeah, I believe it's like Win Like 96. I think I said 86. 96 or 86. Y'all feel free to correct the kid down in the comment section, man. Yeah, y'all know how I go with these, man. So pretty much this was my Tuesday shoe. Now we're gonna move right along on to Wednesday. More rain, and I know at this point, I think it was somebody that said it like on one of the videos or even in the sold out Discord, is that, yo, just move. People have told me, just move. It rains there all the time. I will say every other week, it feels like it's raining here for a few days. I will say that, but this is how it comes whenever we approach that. Pretty much, this is becoming springtime. I mean, we literally get pretty much all the seasons here, and the ones we get the longest, it seems like it's always winter and spring, right? And I'm gonna just leave it there. Summertime literally comes and go, and it may feel like that for every area, but pretty much for Wednesday, the kid stepped right in, back to work. Air Jordan 11 Concords. Now this is the 2011 pair. I don't want to bring out my like 2018 pair, even though it probably would be fine. But these joints are still holding up, and it's probably just because I've just been wearing the joints. Now I can see where they arguably want to slip a little bit, but I just, hey, you know me, man. Especially if y'all haven't figured it out. I wear my shoes until they fall apart, man. If I really, really like the shoe, that's just what it is. Arguably one of my favorite shoes in my collection. I really can't get enough of these guys. So this, what it is, was the Concord 11s, what I wore on Wednesday in that rainy weather. Cool. So we're gonna move right along on to Thursday, and while there was no rain, but I feel like I was just in a beater stage, right? Okay, so pretty much right back to work on Thursday, and even though these may not look like beaters on the camera, but they actually are some beaters, especially since I got like the updated version of these. That's another hint right there. So pretty much on Thursday, the kid stepped in none other than the Air Jordan 3 white cements, right? Okay, now these joints, look at that toe box, that creepy, like, when I had these, when I tell you, like, I was that guy that used to wear the stuff right outside the stores. When I caught these, I used to wear it like right outside of the stores. And literally, I would, like, if it was a new J's, like, it wasn't how we're getting it now. Back then, new J's, like the ones that we actually wanted, it wasn't like a every week thing. It was like, you know, every other month or so, where you had a little bit of a breather, you know, but now it's like it's coming every week, pause. But I say all that to say, like, you could get these joints and you had the new J's and you was that guy for the next month or so, right? Okay, until the next drop. So you had a little bit of time in between. But now you don't really get that much now, right? Okay, unless you just really know the game like that. But this was my Thursday shoe. Know there's a little bit of crackling on the inside of these guys, but I'm gonna wear them till they fall apart. Now I do have the reimagined version. I think I've worn them maybe 1 or 2 times, but these are just kind of like my go-tos. You can see the shoestrings on these joints. Probably to keep it 100, if I was to swap out the laces on these joints, probably just be back. Nobody wouldn't even notice that they were quote unquote old, right? Okay, but this was my Thursday shoe, was the white cement 3s. Cool, now we're gonna move right along on to Friday to close out the week. I know a lot of people say their favorite day of the week is Friday. Mine just happened to be Wednesday because you gotta just make it through Wednesday. But anyway, Friday, pretty much, the weather was kind of cloudy, but you know, it wasn't raining, so the kids stepped in none other than the Air Jordan 1, and this is the Obsidian joints right here. Now, mainly because I like the two-tone on this joint, because I've always been a sucker for the UNC colorway, but then we got the Obsidian colorway, but to me, in my eyes, this looks like navy, right? Okay, and I'm gonna just leave it at that. Either way, I love the combination on these joints. That's why y'all see how I got them laced. Arguably one of my favorite shoes in my collection. Now, I did have to pay resale for these guys, but this was that time before resale decided to go like crazy through the roof, right? Okay, so and I think a coworker had actually convinced me to buy these guys right here. But yeah, it's Jordan 1s, man. It's like arguably probably the most pairs I have in my collection is Air Jordan 1s. So it was only right that I bust these guys out. Again, I try my very best to get every shoe in rotation. That is my goal this year, low key for myself. And I know that's like, yo, that's a realistic goal. For us sneakerheads, you understand, as your collection grows, you want to make sure you wear all your shoes. But this was my Friday shoe, was the Air Jordan 1 Obsidians. All right, man, so pretty much that wraps things up for this week, man. Y'all sign off in the comment section, and of course, let me know what y'all wore throughout the week as well, because y'all know I definitely be heavy in the comment section. Even if I'm kind of late replying back, I will eventually reply back to you guys. But other than that, y'all sign off. What do you let me know what you think of this weekly sneaker rotation this week? Let me know what you wore throughout the week. Other than that, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of this thing and stop rambling, man. Y'all be sure to hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. And if you know, consider subscribing. I made content about sneakers. Again, my name is Jeremy Jones, and thank you for watching, and I'm out.
I think how we go.